Hello again, everybody. It's Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, here at Pennsylvania HorrorCon in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's the first day of the con. I am having a blast, as I always do. Like I love to say, I'm just a fan at heart who gets to do some cool stuff. And it's about to get better, because I have, for me, a first-time guest, Samara Lee. Samara, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Are you having fun at the convention so
I'm
far?
having so much fun. This convention, I've got to meet so many cool people, and they're all so nice, so I've definitely had a great time so far.
Awesome. Horror fans, I think, get a bad rap sometimes. We have this reputation that's totally unwarranted.
I agree. I agree. A lot of people think that y'all may be weird or not cool, but I think you guys are not weird, and I also don't think being weird is a bad thing, and I think you're pretty cool, so...
We appreciate it. But listen, weird is okay. Like, I wear my freak flag proudly.
Yeah.
So I'm good. So why? Like, why do I have to be standing here next to Annabelle? Like, I'm not okay.
I promise she's not going to hurt you. And at least this isn't the one from the movie. It could always be worse, because that one might actually be haunted. You never know.
This is true. So, how did you come to be involved in the franchise? Was it an audition like any other?
Yep, it was just a simple audition, and I watched the Annabelle movie just to kind of see what I was getting myself into, and I loved it, so I wanted to make sure I really killed my audition, and then I got a call back, and it just went from there, and then I was luckily chosen.
Cool. Did anything like legitimately creepy happen on set? That any story you want to share?
So I didn't personally have anything happen to me, but on the Annabelle Comes Home set, my coworker McKenna Grace said that she had a pretty weird experience. I think if I remember correctly, I think like all the lights turned off in the set or something, and something with a bloody nose. I don't know. Something creepy happened. That's all I could tell you.
Okay. So just before the camera rolled, I shared that my ex-wife collected porcelain dolls. I have a thing about dolls. I just don't like them, and I know I'm not the only one. Forget about Annabelle herself being creepy. What do you think it is about dolls that creeps people out?
I think it's
particularly Annabelle.
The fact that most dolls have been haunted, and that's very creepy, and also the fact that they just kind of sit in one place and just stare at you forever and ever, unless they're haunted, and then maybe they'll look at you and blink their eyes or something like that. But yeah, I think it's just their eyes, the way they look, something about them, their aura's off.
For me, it's the fact that they come to life in the middle of the night and try to steal your soul. So maybe that's just me.
Well, supposedly.
So I always love asking this question of people who are in horror movies. Mm-hmm. Are you yourself a horror movie fan?
I will say, as being a kid, very young, I did love them. Now I kind of feel like horror movies kind of just reuse the same idea over and over again, and it gets a little boring for me. But if there's a horror movie out there with a new, fresh idea that nobody's done yet, I'll give it a watch. But I don't really get scared anymore.
Okay, well, good for you. I do. And I'm pushing 60, so... But I think that, obviously being older, I've seen a lot more, but I think horror is having like a resurgence. Mm-hmm. There are some good original horror movies out. Like,
I agree.
I don't know if you've seen Weapons yet.
Not yet.
Go see it. We just saw it. It's good.
That's one on my list.
Like, I have no connection to that movie, but you feel the same way as a lot of horror fans that are tired of remakes and sequels.
Right.
But there is some good stuff.
Yeah.
There.
I've seen the trailer for Weapons. It looks really good, and it's definitely on my list.
So just on a personal note, you were actually born in South Korea,
yes.
Right? And you moved here...
I moved to the United States, Michigan specifically, when I was around 2 years old, and then I got to actually visit Seoul, South Korea, where I was born, when I was around 7 years old, and it's a great country. I loved it so much. I wish I could go back, and yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing there.
So when it comes to acting, what gave you the acting bug? First time today, we got photobomb, folks. What was it that got you into acting? Did you just catch the bug somehow?
It started when I did pageants. I did pageants when I was really little, and I always loved to perform and be on stage, and I obviously didn't have stage fright, and I think my mom kind of recognized that, and I got put in for an audition randomly, and the very first audition I did, I actually booked it, and that was the very first movie I did when I was just 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So pretty much since birth.
Are you anything you're working on now that you are allowed to share with us? I know sometimes you're not, but
Not currently. I am currently a senior in high school, so right now I'm trying to focus on college applications and all that boring stuff. But hopefully when I'm done, I can do something a little bit more interesting, like getting back into acting again.
excellent. So I'm going to let it go that you're wearing a Cowboys jersey here in like Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So
I've realized this is the wrong place to wear this shirt, and for the record, it is not a Dallas Cowboys shirt. I just got it off Shein, so I'll make that clear. I don't know anything about sports, but I've learned that, yeah, this is the wrong place to wear this shirt.
we'll let it slide, I promise.
Thank you.
So one last question, Samara. If you had a piece of advice you could give to young actors that are out there, like child actors, a lot of times there's pitfalls and things like that. There's a piece of advice you could give to young actors and actresses. What advice would that be?
I'd say firstly, get a really good manager, because they are going to present you, and the way they present you means everything. So make sure you have a really good manager who cares about you. And then besides that, literally, I know it's basic, but just be yourself. Don't try to, be like any other actor or actress that you see on TV, because that's not what they want. They want you. And if they picked you, then they want you specifically. They don't want anybody else.
Awesome. And dude, the doll turned its head to look at me while we were standing here, and that is not cool at all.
She does what she wants.
Anyway, Samara, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time.
Of course.
Good luck with your college aspirations. If you don't mind my asking, do you have a goal in mind, like what you want to study?
I have no idea what I want to do yet, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I'm thinking about going to Appalachian State.
Okay.
But as far as a career, I really don't know yet. Undecided.
You know what? That's a good answer. Nobody does when they're your age.
Exactly.
But I wish you luck in whatever you decide to do.
Thank you.
And if you decide to stick with acting, I wish you luck with that as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again for a few minutes of your time. Have a great rest of the weekend here at the convention.
Thank you.
Samara Lee here at Pennsylvania Horror Con in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I'm Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, signing off. We will see all of you in the next interview.